The Great Piggy Bank Adventure is our newest experience here at Innoventions, and it is a way for families together to have an immersive, interactive experience to really learn about investing, saving, diversifying, inflation, and really just starting a conversation for families about what it's like to have fiscal responsibility. And once again, we do it in a very interactive way so families can play together and have fun doing it. We're always looking for companies that we can partner with. Lots of companies out there have a very interesting story to tell, and our Imagineering team are extremely creative. And once we put that together, and over the past 4 years, to be able to get here at a very relevant time, families are really looking for ways to save and learning more about fiscal responsibility. So we're extremely excited. We're giving them the opportunity to do that here. T. Rowe Price has been around for a long time. They were founded in 1937, and we just saw a great partnership. Their philosophies on their customer and guest service and their willingness to partner with us and really go through the creative process is one of the big reasons we selected them to be associated with us.
Well, they called us and said, we've tackled so many topics in Innoventions to make entertaining and educational experiences, and we think we can tackle it with personal finance. And they did research and wanted to find a company that shared similar values, and they called us. And we really started a conversation to see between the two of us, did we believe we could pull this off? We're delighted to be here. We found that the similar values of the two companies and the focus on the client and client experience are very similar. And we think it's so important at this time to bring an experience like this that helps people learn about the basics of saving. And I don't think anyone could have done it the way the Imagineers can deliver it.
T. Rowe Price is in good shape. They're a very conservative bank, and they're in great shape. So I guess you could say we're lucky to have them with us.
It's interesting because it did start well before the market downturn. But our view is that the lessons we're teaching here are timeless. It happens that it's particularly timely to introduce it now, and timely because the importance of savings never been greater, and I think the lessons of this market downturn to most investors have been it's important to save more. But we think the lessons are timeless, and so in good markets and bad, we think that this will be an important experience.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Epcot. My name is Clay Shoemaker, one of the Walt Disney World ambassadors. We're so glad that you could join us today as we celebrate a new experience here at Innoventions. Now, to get us started, I'm proud to introduce the Vice President of Epcot, Dan Cockerel.
Good morning. Thank you for joining us today as we celebrate the grand opening, our new exhibit, the Great Piggy Bank Adventure, presented by T. Rowe Price. Innoventions embodies many of the elements our founder, Walt Disney, envisioned for Epcot: discovery, inspiration, education, and innovation. Here at Innoventions, guests are immersed in many interactive experiences that are helping to improve their lives and expand their horizons. The timing of the Great Piggy Bank Adventure is ideal because more families today can appreciate these teachable moments to impart sound financial values and habits in their children. At this time, I'd like to introduce the Executive Vice President, Chief Financial Officer, and Head of Alliance Development for Walt Disney Parks and Resorts Worldwide, Jim Hunt.
T. Rowe Price and the Walt Disney Parks and Resorts team really began talking about this possibility and exploring the ideas of our partnership several years ago. T. Rowe Price certainly understands the importance of building long-lasting customer relationships. Similarly, everything we do at Disney is aimed at delivering the best experience to our guests and strengthening our long and deep relationships and our personal relationships with them. Combining T. Rowe Price's financial expertise and history of educating investors with the creativity and the storytelling and the technological know-how of Walt Disney Imagineering, we were able to create this unique, interactive, and fun teaching tool which is particularly relevant to guests today. We think only Disney and T. Rowe Price could jointly create such an immersive experience. So on behalf of our cast members who create the magic here 365 days a year, I'd like to congratulate T. Rowe Price for its contributions to Innoventions and for helping make Epcot an even fun and more memorable experience than ever with the Great Piggy Bank Adventure. And now it's my pleasure as I welcome the Chairman of the Board of T. Rowe Price, Mr. Brian Rogers, and Ed Bernard, the Vice Chairman of the T. Rowe Price Group. Gentlemen.
The year 1933, a time not unlike today, Walt came forth with one of the great Disney animated features, The Three Little Pigs. It was often viewed as a kind of a hallmark of how you fight the big bad wolf in the Great Depression. 4 years later, or 1934, 1 year later, the work began on the film Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, one of the great Disney films. It was released to theaters in 1937. The same year, a small investment company in Baltimore called T. Rowe Price was founded. Fast forward 1955. Jim mentioned long-standing customer relationships. 1955 was a big year for the Walt Disney Company. Disneyland opened. The Mickey Mouse Club began. The Davy Crockett series had its first full year on television. I was born. And I believe it was 3 years later I became a Disney customer as a fan of Davy Crockett and the Mickey Mouse Club. So 1955 was a very big year. Why is Disney and T. Rowe Price, why do we make a great partnership? You think of when you walk around here, you see great content, great entertainment, great guest experiences. At T. Rowe Price, we think about world-class investment offerings and service. And there are just so many similarities. Disney has cast members, we have associates. Disney, again, believes in long-standing customer relationships, and that is the hallmark of what we do at T. Rowe Price. And once again, I've been a Disney customer longer than I have been a T. Rowe Price customer, which is an interesting way to think of things. Now my colleague, our Vice Chairman, Ed Berger.
It's hard to believe it's been over 3 years since we got that first call from Ben May with the idea of collaborating on a first-of-its-kind interactive financial education and entertainment experience here at Innoventions. And I have to say, each time we've come down to work on this, we've been captivated by Innoventions. I think Todd Cleary probably has a half a dozen robots on his desk at this point. I think we all know that Disney's ability to create magic is the stuff of legend. And I'm here to tell you, after working with them and seeing the results, it's clear to us that the reality lives up to the legend. It's been fascinating to watch as the Imagineers started with basic financial principles, concepts that can seem a bit daunting to many, and we're able to create a fun, entertaining experience which raises understanding about saving and investing. So have fun playing, get those conversations going. I'm sure you'll agree that Disney magic really works. Thanks very much.
Brian and Ed, thank you very much. All of us at Walt Disney Parks and Resorts are really delighted that you've chosen to be here with us. And as you know, storytelling is a lot of fun, and it's a lot of hard work. And I know that you and your teams and our teams here at Epcot and Walt Disney Imagineering put in a lot of hard work. And we want to recognize that and offer you this very important memento of the most important guy here, our boss, Mickey. Time to cut the ribbon and officially dedicate the Great Piggy Bank Adventure. But before we do, I have a feeling that we do have a very special guest that's about to join us.
All right, Jim, like you said, it is time to dedicate the Great Piggy Bank Adventure. Gentlemen, if you would please step towards the ribbon along with Mickey Mouse. And you know what? We're going to have everyone be a part of this special moment. If you would help us in counting down from 5 to 1 so that we can celebrate. Ready? 5, 4, 3,